You ever make a decision that everyone around you thought was crazy? Like you're the only one who believes it will work out? Well, that was me. I moved out of the United States, a place most people call the land of opportunity, and moved halfway across the world to Taiwan. Would I ever go back? I don't know. Maybe if there's ever a good enough reason, but for now, no. And people ask me, why would you leave the US? You don't even speak Mandarin. And what if China attacks Taiwan? Aren't you scared? Yeah, I heard all of it. And today I'm going to tell you why I made that choice. And more importantly, why I don't regret it. All right, first, let's clear something up. I wasn't running away from something. I was running towards something. I've been building digital income for years. I would save the money that I earned from my 9 to 5 and then reinvested it into things like the stock market, building side hustles like selling on Amazon and doing YouTube. So I wasn't dependent on a local job. And when I told people that I was moving abroad, they didn't say, wow, that sounds bold. They said, man, you're crazy. But there was a reason. And here are some facts that most people don't talk about. The rent and food and transportation are often cheaper here in Taiwan compared to many of the major US cities. Like, for example, in Taipei, the average one bedroom in the city center goes for around 780 a month. Now, there are a few trade offs though. I mean, the places are usually smaller and some of the buildings are a bit older. And if you're considering buying, I mean, yeah, it's going to be pretty rough because the prices are honestly very comparable to New York City. So very, very expensive. The upside though is for me, I got lucky because of a family connection. I'm paying closer to 500 a month, which makes a huge difference when you're, living abroad and trying to survive. And people in Taiwan, I mean, they eat well, live well, and actually walk their cities when you just look around. The food is fresh, affordable, and I mean, there's plenty of really good restaurants everywhere. So eating out doesn't really feel too stressful or that expensive, again, when compared to the US. And on top of that, I mean, there's no tipping, which honestly makes life feel so much simpler. And there's a reason Taiwan is often ranked number 1 for happiness in Asia. And listen to this, I mean, the 7-Eleven here isn't just a corner store, it's like a community hub. You can pay bills, ship packages, pick up groceries, grab lunch, and even pay your personal taxes. Taiwan has the highest per person density of 7-Elevens in the world, which is crazy to think about given Taiwan's size. And honestly, one of the biggest surprises was the peace that I feel here. In big US cities, and I have lived in several, you hear sirens, people honking everywhere, everyone seems more anxious, and sometimes even gunshots. In Taipei, the crime rates are way lower than many US cities. And every day, people here I feel like actually want to help you. I remember there was this one time I was at a restaurant, and as I was checking out, I started to walk out, and I remember this waiter just running up behind me, and I was just thinking to myself, oh man, what's going on? But then the waiter handed me my wallet with everything still inside. That's a big deal and something that I'll never forget. But I will say one of the biggest challenges is the language. Mandarin is hard. I can barely order a coffee sometimes without Google Translate. And sometimes I rely a lot on my partner to help out. I mean, there's no shame in that though. But honestly, the challenge pushes me to grow, and I'm still trying to learn Mandarin every day, and hopefully one day I'll be able to have just like a basic conversation. And look, I won't lie, the political situation here is also pretty tense. China claims Taiwan has been increasing military pressure. Business groups are even preparing emergency plans because of rising concerns. And Taiwan is boosting defense budgets, spending billions to protect itself. That all sounds scary, but here's the twist in how I see it. Almost everyone here lives with it as part of daily life. It's not paralyzing. I mean, people still go on about business, go to school, start families, live their lives, just like everywhere else. I mean, life hasn't stopped. So while the headlines might scare your mom, I mean, life here still feels normal, calm, and safe. So here's the truth. Leaving the US wasn't about escaping danger. I mean, there's plenty of states and cities that are completely safe and great to live in. But it was really more about choosing peace for me. It was about choosing a life that feels fuller, simpler, and more real. I traded stress for calm. And yeah, I'm still me. I still work. I still hustle. I still grind. But here, it just feels better. So people will always tell you what's safe. They'll tell you to stay where you belong. They'll call you crazy for chasing something different. But here's the truth that no one tells you: crazy is just what normal looks like from the outside. So if you've ever thought about doing something different, something others don't fully understand, maybe you're not crazy. Maybe you're just ahead. Anyways, let me know what crazy choice you're thinking about making recently. And thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.